We convinced an entire generation that this is a battle that we could win.
Hey guys, welcome to the Independence Day Resurgence movie review 2016. Of course, this is a classic movie for most of the people who were sort of kind of young or adults back in the 90s when the first Independence Day movie came out. This is something that kind of shaped your experience, your sci-fi experience. So, of course, I could understand why everyone's kind of not turned off, but kind of like, please don't make another Independence Day, because then they'll only just probably drown out the first one. Anyway, so here's the synopsis. After 20 years, Earth took whatever technology they retrieved from the fallen aliens and have used it to enhance their own life and to enhance their own technology and their own defenses. And unfortunately, aliens want to come back again and mess with Earth. Now, I have a question. Why doesn't aliens just attack Earth from a different angle? Maybe somewhere where people are more primitive, where there's less people, and start over there. Why do they always have to go straight for the landmarks? Like, I don't understand. Like, that's so weird to me. I mean, I get it. The landmarks for us humans is history. It means something, sort of. But if you really think about it, it's just a material thing. It's just a building. It's just like I don't know why aliens want to attack the most populated parts of Earth. Anyway, that's besides the point. So now there are new stars. There's a female president. Yes. That's pretty awesome. I'm kind of happy about that. And of course, now we have a whole new cast. So we have like Liam Hemsworth as Jake Morrison. Of course, we have Jesse Usher as Dylan Hiller. If you don't know, that is Will Smith's son. Will Smith's character's son. Wow, that's a mouthful. We have returning people like Jeff Goldblum as David Levinson, Bill Pullman as Thomas Whitmore. There's Jessica A. Fox as Jasmine. Yeah, so there's quite a few people that you might recognize, but more likely there's a ton of new faces. We have like Grace Wang as Lin Tang, and Micah Monroe as Patricia Whitmore, and McKenna Grace as Daisy, stuff like that. So, this movie is kind of... Okay, the producers, the creators really did a great job trying their best to make aliens look real, to make the action look intense, and basically to kind of match the feeling and the vibe of the first movie. Remember, the first movie technology wasn't as CGI technology wasn't as super intense back then. So seeing all of that in theaters blew people's mind, and then to have characters that they were rooting for, all of that really got people. So what the creators were doing here with Resurgence is they wanted to recreate that moment. They wanted to have now, because we're so used to Earth explosions and Earth battles and stuff, they really took things like extreme. They made the whole scene darker, and with all the alien tech and all the explosion lights, like, it was just remarkable to look at in silent film maybe, but like with the noise, with the sound, with the people talking, it's not exactly the best writing. It's not exactly the best acting. If anything, I don't know what it is. I can't explain it. Is it because we are holding this movie up to its original? Is it because we wish that they had 8 more A-list actors than a bunch of newcomer people, a bunch of oh, I don't want to say nobodies, but a bunch of actors who are pretty much not on the top of their game yet. You know, their acting skills aren't. They don't have the natural charisma that maybe Will Smith had back in that day. So maybe that's why we're just comparing it to the first movie. We're comparing everything, but quite honestly, I feel like this movie is kind of it's good, you know. It's I don't want to say it's like the worst thing I've ever seen, but it definitely didn't leave me wanting to see it again. It didn't leave me wanting to find out more. Like when is part 3 coming out, you know? It just left me kind of blah, like, oh, that's another sci-fi movie. Like honestly, this movie could have been on the Sci-Fi Channel. No joke. That's how I feel about it. Um, which is a sad case. Like, of course, you'll hear like quotes like, it's the 4th of July, let's show them some fireworks. Like, what? Okay, first of all, why are aliens attacking on the 4th of July? That does not make sense. Like, why do you attack? Maybe for human terrorists, they're like, yes, that's a symbol of their freedom. But for aliens, they don't give a crap. They're so advanced in technology that they don't care what we worship, what day we worship, what entity we worship. They just want our resources. Like so stuff like that really gets me kind of questioning what's going on, you know? Um Okay, and then of course there's Dylan again says, you know what, that Dylan, he cracks me up. He thinks he's some kind of he really thinks he's his brother, but he's not. No, that's a mean thing to say. That's not what I mean. I just think that he feels like maybe he can carry this movie, but he really can't. I'm just left bored with him. He doesn't have the natural charisma that's required from a star. Um, like he says stuff like, we have to remind them that Earth is not for the taking. Who talks like that? A, okay, nobody talks like that. And B, oh gosh, these the writers try to write quotes that probably is supposed to inspire us and make us be like, wow, I remember that quote, that is the most memorable quote, like, yeah, we need to show these aliens, yeah. No, nothing like that. This whole thing is a hot mess. I don't even know. Like, honestly, I know that my reviews are a hot mess because I don't prepare. I just say whatever that comes on my mind. And I am sorry for that. I'm sorry that you guys hate that. But honestly, there are worse things like this movie. uh, and then, okay, and then you'll hear stuff like this character Patricia, she'd be like, "Why are they screaming?" And then, uh, Doctor, I think Doctor Okun or whatever, he's like, "They're not screaming, they're celebrating." Like, okay, first of all, why does he look like that? Like, why does he? Okay, I don't know. Like, first of all, he has long curly hair. And he looks weird. He looks like he's in the middle of a I don't know. He looks like he's in the middle of a transformation. Like he's in the middle of being transgendered. Like I don't understand. I can't understand why he looks weird. Is it because he's supposed to be like this is futuristic, so he's some kind of like priest? I don't know. I don't know. Uh, okay, and you know what? Here's the thing. Uh, David Levinson, played by Jeff Goldblum, he was in the first movie. He actually did a great job. Like I have nothing bad to say to him. Like there's a part where someone goes, "Shouldn't we be nervous?" And you'll see this in the trailer, and he goes, yeah." I thought that was funny. Like that's a sarcastic reaction, but at the same time, it carries weight, you know? Like I feel like, okay, that's relatable. Ay, 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 ay. Once again, Earth survives this attack, but not without a couple of people dying, but you know, whatever. The aliens here, like, they have nothing better to do. Why they keep attacking Earth, I have no clue. Why don't they go to the other part of Earth, the Himalayas or somewhere, and start from there? Why do they have to start with in a place in a part of Earth where there's too much, where there's many populations of people who can defend themselves? It makes no sense to me. Anyways, watch this movie. You'll like it. It's a 3 for me. I mean, that's not bad, right? A 3. The reason why I give it a 3 is because the special effects and stuff is pretty good. It's a great attempt, but the writing's just not there. I wasn't feeling it. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Sorry I went on a rant instead of a review. I get it. I suck at this. I get it. Please don't hurt me. All right, thanks, guys, for listening. Bye.